Sierra.
Well, welcome back to Soda City Live. This weekend, you can witness the power of prayer. Now, JB Star Productions will be showcasing their newest film in their collection entitled Ain't No Power Like Prayer, and that film will be premiering at Spotlight Cinemas Capitol 8 tomorrow. Joining me today is the writer, director, and producer of the film, Dr. J.B. Brown, and actors Journey Taylor, who portrays young Robin, and Jackson Brazel, who portrays Bobby. Thank you all for joining me today.
Actually, we're happy to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the film. Tell us the background. What's going on?
So the background is it's an inspirational piece that originated as a stage play with the late great Sherman Hemsley, and he used to play Leroy Johnson. So after his passing, I began to play Leroy Johnson, and when you see a piece, and I kind of have a lot of makeup on, so I don't look like myself, and then I decided to turn it into a film.
And this is the eighth. This is your eighth film. So
This
you
is
you've been doing this with your production company JB for how long?
God, I see. I think I produced my first piece, I want to say in '99.
Wow. So you've been in the game a minute.
I've been in the game for a minute, yes.
Awesome. And tell us a little bit about your character. So I'll start with you, Journey. Tell us about your character, Robin.
Um, well, Robin, she is kind of like, she is curious and she is,
Do you feel like you relate to her in any way?
yes.
You do? In what ways?
Like, I'm curious and I'm always wanting to know things.
Okay. All right. And Jackson, tell me about your character.
So in the movie, I play 14-year-old Bobby Johnson, and I feel like I relate to my character a lot because he's the mature one in the house in the movie. The keys to the truck are left with me, so that shows right there I'm the most mature out of all of my siblings, and I feel like I'm a very mature 12-year-old in real life.
Oh, okay. I see it. And JB, you are also not only the writer, producer, director, you are in the film yourself. Tell us about your character.
I am. Leroy Johnson, he's a widower, and uh, he survived the death of his wife, and he was left with his four children. The older one wouldn't move out. He just stuck with him. And so, as Jackson already indicated, as the youngest, he has an IQ of 163, but he's also the most mature. And so, the goal is to keep him on the right path. But his nemesis, which is Marcus, is always trying to pull him in the wrong direction. And so, their relationship is stabilized through the neutral power of prayer and Jacqueline High. Here's the beautiful thing that I love about this cast. His grandmother in real life plays the pastor, who's a pastor in real life, and plays along with him. And this is the second film that they've done together with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Journey, I'm gonna come back to you. What was one of your favorite parts of acting, and is this your first acting job?
No, I have been in 3 other movies with JB Star Production, and I really like being in movies with him.
Awesome. I love it. Now, I want to, Jackson, I'm going to get back to you as well, but one thing I really want to know is was this film something that you feel other people will be able to relate to, and in what ways?
Absolutely. That's one of the things that I focus on when I'm writing, is to take everyday issues and present it in an entertaining way so that people can relate to it. Now, we're hoping obviously that there's hundreds of people that come out, but if I can just affect one person, then I've done my job.
I love it. Now, Jackson, I'm going to come back to you. What is one of your favorite parts about acting?
I feel like it's having fun with your cast and getting to know new people that you've never met before and experiencing new things.
Now, how do you prep for your characters? How do you all prep?
Me, I prep like I go over my lines with my grandma because most of the time she's in the movie with me. So like it's easy because we have scenes together, so we can go over the scenes we have together and even some of the ones we don't have together.
I've always wondered how it would be to act with a family member. Is it easy for you to get in character because you both are related and you know each other in person, or is it just natural because you're used to being around your grandmother?
It's a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. I love it, and I can't wait to see it. So, JB, tell us a little bit more about the event that's happening tomorrow. What can attendees expect?
They can expect to be entertained, that's for sure. The film is an hour and a half, and from end to end. So we're not going to ask you to spend your entire evening with us. Just give us an hour and a half of your time. And then there'll be a brief question and answer, meet and greet the actors afterwards. But most of all, we want you to focus on the theme and the story so that you take away something from it. And there's a multitude of emotions. There's laughter. The thing about it is you're going to laugh until you cry, but then you're going to cry because there's so much reality and sadness in the film. Yes, and it's not, see, one of the things that I have to speak on is it's not a preachy film. Just because the title is Ain't No Power Like Prayer. It's not a preachy, you're not going to feel like you're sitting up in church. Right, but you're going to feel like you've been to church when it's over.
All because of the message.
All because of the message.
I love it.
Exactly.
So is there anything else that you'd like to add about or tell the viewers about coming this weekend?
I would just personally like to shout out number one, Mr. JB, for giving me 2 chances with the first film, No Yesterday, No Tomorrow, we did in August, and my parents for all the support and following through with it.
I love it. Journey?
Yes, I would also like to shout out Mr. JB. He's also my goddad, and I would like to thank him for giving me the chances in his movies and for giving my mom and my dad a chance in his movies.
So it's a whole acting family. It's a whole family affair. Well, you can bring your family out to Spotlight Cinemas Capitol 8 tomorrow. What time?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Those details are on the screen right there. Ticket information is there as well. Tickets range from $8 to $10 at Spotlight Cinema. You can purchase those tickets, online or in person, and you can also get a chance to meet the cast and Journey, JB, and Jackson, who are right here with us in the studio. Don't go away. We have much more Soda City Live coming up after the break.